Have you ever trusted too much? A single voice message was all it took to shatter everything I believed about my relationship. My girlfriend is shy, reserved, the type who usually avoids crowded places, preferring to watch quietly from the sidelines. So, when she excitedly told me she went to a party and genuinely had fun, I was both surprised and genuinely happy for her. She described meeting this charismatic guy, funny, outgoing, full of jokes. She even laughed when she mentioned he'd playfully given her a piggyback ride, describing it like something straight out of a movie. At first, I brushed off my instinctive discomfort. After all, she was open and honest about it, sharing every detail, even how she casually gave him her number right in front of her friends. Trust meant everything in our relationship, so I convinced myself I had nothing to worry about. But the next day, my stomach tightened as she revealed he'd sent her 70 messages overnight, mostly silly spam and emojis. What caught my attention most was a 7-minute voice message he sent. In it, he talked intimately about his ex-girlfriends, his gym routine, and how his life had dramatically improved since working out. Listening to her recount it casually, I felt a sinking feeling. This wasn't friendship, it was a clear, calculated move. I gently expressed my concerns, explaining calmly that this guy was clearly flirting. But instead of acknowledging my feelings, she quickly defended him. She insisted I was overreacting, misreading his openness as flirtation. What hurt most wasn't even about the guy. It was the way she dismissed my feelings, how quickly she chose his intentions over mine. It felt like a deep, irreparable crack had formed between us. Days went by, and I tried to push away the nagging thoughts. I asked her to call me, to reconnect like before, but she always seemed busy, too overwhelmed by school and errands. I believed her because she'd always been a busy person. But then, one evening, she casually mentioned spending half an hour on the phone with him. My heart sank. It wasn't jealousy. It was the painful realization she found time for him while telling me she had none for me. Frustrated, I sent her a heartfelt message, pleading for honesty. I emphasized that this wasn't jealousy or control. It was about transparency and respect. We talked for hours, draining and emotional, eventually reaching a fragile understanding. She apologized, promising to be open and trustworthy. To reassure me, she even introduced me to him. Ironically, he was likable and friendly, making me question my own instincts again. But today, reality hit hard. She forwarded me a screenshot, a message from him admitting he'd developed genuine feelings for her. He respected our relationship and was cutting off contact. Her face was filled with regret, as she finally acknowledged what I'd feared all along. I'd been right from the beginning. But being right offered no relief, only emptiness. She desperately asked how to fix things, but what could she possibly say now? Quietly, I told her I needed space, not to punish her, but because I couldn't breathe under the weight of her betrayal. Trust, once broken, can't simply be patched together. It needs time, healing, and honesty, things I wasn't sure she could truly offer. This harmless friendship had cost us everything.